It's a cold January night, and I just took a walk outside, and there's snow on the ground. It's quite frigid, but it felt really good to feel the air. And I just got back a couple days ago from a trip to Puerto Rico. I was in Puerto Rico for about 3 days just to visit for the Three Kings holiday. And I had the wonderful opportunity to join my friend Gisela and Gabby. They're a couple and their wonderful family in the mountains of Puerto Rico. And they have a very big family, and they had a wonderful celebration with so many friends, and I was so honored to be part of it. And it was so wonderful to be back in Puerto Rico, which is a land that I love and I've gone to many, many times. And it was wonderful to just be back on the land, and I was in the mountains. My friends have a beautiful mountain home. And to just be immersed in, especially in winter, the warmth of nature, a warm climate. And as I spent time there in the mountains, there was one night where I was sleeping and I could hear the wind, and there was a window kind of up overhead where I was sleeping, and I could see the trees blowing back and forth. And in the middle of the night, the power went out, and we didn't have power for about 24 hours. And I just felt the power and the beauty of the mother, of Mother Earth, of Gaia, of Mother Nature. And my whole time there in my last trip, I just was in awe of the power of the feeling of mother. You know, in Puerto Rico, everything's growing all the time. It's incredible fertility. You'll see these houses and buildings, and it won't be long if they're not taking care of that that the trees and the vegetation just takes over. And when I swim in Puerto Rico, there are beautiful beaches with incredible waves, and the power of the waves and the wind. And so in my time there this past weekend, I was just reminded of the beautiful image of Mother Earth and of Gaia. There's so many names for Mother and Mother Nature. And I love how she just sort of stopped everything. You know, the power wouldn't come on, and she just can bring you to your knees, and she gets your attention. And I felt like this weekend it was a chance for me to really connect with her. And so I wanted to share tonight in honor of the mother, in honor of mothers and the role that mothers play, and what it means to be a mother in all the phases of life, what it means to have a mother, to be a biological mother, or maybe be a mother in another way, you know, through adoption or just in caretaking for others. I have a friend who was taken care of by a nanny growing up, and that nanny, even though she wasn't a biological mom, she so mothered these children and so mothered this person that when he grew up, he named one of his children after her because there was such love there. So when I talk about the mother tonight, it doesn't have to be in the form of a biological mother, although it can be. But I want to talk about mother in all of her forms. And so I invite you in with me tonight to take a meditation with me, a meditative journey. And even if you're a man, you can partake in that. I fully believe that men can be wonderful mothers. And especially if the mother is ringing true to you in a particular way tonight. Maybe you're a mother of young children. Maybe you have an aging mother that you're caring for. Maybe you have a desire to be a mother. Maybe you are pregnant. Maybe you have teenage kids, or your children are now fleeing the nest. Maybe you are a mother who lost a child. Maybe you lost an adult child, or lost a young baby, or had a miscarriage, right? So there's all different ways that the idea of the mother can touch in with our lives. So as we move through this meditation tonight, it is my intention that it is of support to you. However you've shown up tonight, whatever is alive for you, that something in here would resonate for you. And I want to bring in the concept of the woman's circle. So I circle with women, and I facilitate women's circles, and taking a simple idea like the mother, right? We all can connect to it in a variety of ways. And what's beautiful in a circle of women, or a circle of people who gather, is you have people of different life experiences, people of different ages, people with different heartaches, people with different dreams. And if you can circle with women in a really safe space, then there is a true honoring and a true magic there. I also love storytelling. I have worked as an English teacher for many, many years. And when we listen to the stories of others, what we're exercising is our muscle, our capacity to feel empathy for others, to relate to the stories of others, to have compassion, greater compassion. And another aspect that I think really was important for me as a child with stories and reading was that these stories made me feel less alone. And when you hear the stories of others, you're like, oh my God, I'm not the only one that struggles with this, or I'm not the only one that feels this way. And there's a great comfort in that. And so in the circle of women, and as I move through this meditation tonight, it is going to be sort of like taking you through a circle of women, because it's taking you through a variety of stories, variety of experiences, and potential ways to connect to this topic of mother. And you never know, if you are just listening into someone else's story and being of support to them, how maybe in the future that might be something that you needed, something that you needed to learn ahead of time. Because whatever your experience is today, you never know what's coming down the road. You never know what's touching into someone's past. So again, however you've come to this tonight, I always believe that there are no coincidences. So if you are signing in and finding this meditation, is my intention, and I really believe that it will support you in a particular way. And if you feel like, well, I'm not a mother, or I'm not even a woman, I ask you to just stay curious and to just stay with it and enjoy the meditation. And you might be surprised on how it touches in and taps in with you. So let's begin. Let's come into our bodies a little bit. Maybe just taking a little bit of movement. I am getting ready to do my own yoga practice, so I haven't really stretched enough today, but let's just maybe move the neck a little bit. Roll the shoulders. Maybe press the arms out. Take a deep breath. And then just start to feel your energy start to come down and land in this room, wherever you're at in this space. And especially if you have distractions around you, noises, kids, demands on your time. As you come into the meditation, just notice those noises or maybe pressures of to-do lists in the mind. Just notice them. And know that you can ground this to the breath, no matter what's happening around you. So let's come into the stillness of, for me, it's the evening time. There's a moon out tonight. It's about 3/4 full, and the stars are very bright. And it's a cold, dark, but also bright landscape outside my home. And just feeling your own breath and noticing the surroundings around you. Maybe if you are outside or outside your home right now, just taking note to really land yourself into the present and into this moment and into this time. And just taking a hand on to the heart and a hand on to the belly. And checking in with how you've shown up tonight. What feels alive for you? And allow anything to come. A frustration, a sadness, a discouragement, an excitement, a feeling of fatigue, a feeling of energy, whatever it is, be with it, allow it in. And then release your hands, either palms up or down, up for receiving, down for grounding. And then start to slowly deepen the breath. Relax all the muscles in the face and relax the jaw. And breathe in nice and deep. And slowly empty, empty, empty the belly of your breath. Breathing in for 4 counts. Exhaling for 6. Breathing in for 4 counts. Expand the ribs, let the belly expand. Exhaling for 6 counts. And as we start to settle in here, just inviting in any support that you want to be here with you. Maybe calling in Mother Nature, any divine support that feels right for you. And maybe there's a loved one who's no longer here and you'd like to invite them in. There's someone you just want to be here with you. Feeling your breath. And in your mind's eye, just feeling your connection to the earth beneath you into all of the ways that you were supported in your life. Calling to mind the circles of women that surround you, the circles of women who have surrounded you and supported you throughout your life. Maybe grandmothers, aunts, neighbors, teachers, friends. And as you breathe nice and deep here, just notice the beautiful quality of mother through the vehicle of multiple individuals. And as you feel that energy of support, knowing everything is okay, everything's going to be all right, that you are always provided for, that essence is the energy of the mother. And if there's any anxiety tonight or any worry, just allow that anxious energy to drop down into the hands of the mother, knowing that you're held, that you're taken care of. And then I'd like you to climb up into a beautiful tree. And you're just resting on the branches there. And you can allow the weight of your body to fall into the branch of this tree. A beautiful moon overhead, maybe some woodland animals, an owl. And just feel the energy of this tree supporting you. If you'd like to open your eyes for a moment, I have a beautiful image here. This is a piece that I got in Costa Rica many years ago, and it is an image of a woman, and it's the image of Mother Nature, of the Divine Mother, and she's pregnant here, and her arms are the tree, and she used to have a full moon, but I lost it along the way. I just wanted to show you this image. You can close your eyes again and come back to this feeling of laying your body on the branch of a tree and feeling the support of the mother. And whatever worry you have in your life right now, whatever anxiety, just allowing her to take it. Know that it is okay and it will be okay. And then placing your hands onto your low belly, feeling the energy of the womb, feeling the energy of the waters. And this home within the self, this home within your body. That your body is so wise and knowing. And it is a place that you can always go back to. So feeling a sense of gratitude for your body and for this center and for your womb, especially as a woman. And the magic that comes from your intuitive, deep knowing. That you can always trust this wise inner place inside of you. And feeling gratitude for this inner compass, this inner knowing that helps you with decisions, and helps you to know exactly what's aligned and what's right for you. And releasing your hands. And then consider how the concept of mother most applies to you tonight. Feeling into your heart space, and as you think of the concept of mother, just notice what comes. Continue to feel your breath. And now we're going to step into a journey of supporting each person who might have shown up tonight in a different way. And even if each piece doesn't seem like it immediately relates to you, just send your love to those who it might relate to, and you never know how it might be reflecting back to yourself. So the first group that I want to bring in tonight is mothers of young children. So I just bring them in, mothers that are getting up in the middle of the night with babies and have so many pressures and have young children and whose patience is just stretched to the limit. I just call in those mothers right now, and we surround them in so much love and so send so much support their way. That this season in their life might be so challenging, not enough time for herself, not enough rest, not enough time to sit down and eat, too much noise, and it feels like you might break sometimes. And so we just collectively see you and acknowledge you for all that you do, knowing that you are doing the best that you can. We see you and we send our support. And we just know that you are doing so well. And just feeling a great sense of compassion for yourself if you're in this position. You might feel that you are mothering in an imperfect way, or that you want to give up. And we see you and we send our support. You are not alone. And take a moment to feel yourself on that tree and how supported by the mother that you are as you hold the highest job there is of supporting this tender life and these beings that are so dependent upon you. Next, we call in those that are listening tonight who are carrying a child or pregnant. And we see you and for your fatigue and your tiredness. And maybe those who are listening who remember what it was like to be pregnant. Maybe feeling into the joy of that as times have now changed. And we pour all of our support into these young mothers to be, and the strength in their bodies and the wisdom in their body as they move through this beautiful journey of bringing life here. And we step it back to those who desire to be a mother. Those who are, maybe young girls dreaming to be a mom, or at any age, just hoping to be a mother. Those that are trying to conceive, who are trying to tap into their fertility. And if there's any frustration or sadness, we just see you and we send our love. And those who are believing for children, we stand with you and feel our faith as we believe with you right now. And if you've had this experience in your life, just feeling compassion and giving hope to those who are in that space. To the mothers who are fostering children or are adopting children and going through this process, we see you and we offer support and love and ask for all the right circumstances. And just feeling your breath. We come now to the mothers of teenagers and all the changes and the feeling of what it is to be steady when children might say no to you or buck against you and might reject you. we see you and we send our support. And we just honor this incredible role of standing steadfast as children differentiate themselves and come into their own, and we set them free. To those who have children that are flying the nest, going off to college, looking for college, this whole process, who are wondering if their children are safe at night and letting them go and worried about them, we see you and we send our support. And to those who have lost a child and know the utter grief of either a miscarriage, losing a young child, the loss of a teenager to sickness or illness, tragedy, the loss of a young adult. And to this mother, we send our incredible compassion and love. We see you and we stand with you. And we acknowledge your incredible loss. Even if others haven't acknowledged it, we stand with you and we acknowledge this incredible loss. And just returning to the tree for a moment, feeling the support of the tree and the Mother Earth. And to those mothers who just feel like, I can't do it, it's so hard. I've had to either do it alone, or even mothers who are married but don't have a lot of extra support. Maybe to any mother who just feels alone, we see you and we send our support. And just feeling into this space. And to those who had really hard relationships with their mothers who maybe weren't well, maybe they were sick, or maybe they were not mentally and emotionally healthy or available. To those who were raised by mothers who were addicts, just couldn't be there. To mothers who didn't protect them. If you are that child and the relationship with a mother has been hard, has felt maybe non-existent, you felt abandoned, we see you. And as women, we stand around you and we send our love and our compassion for all the ways your needs were not met, for all the ways your boundaries may have been crossed by the mother, for all the ways that women may not have felt safe and have a wounding in the mother wound. We see you and we send our love. And to those who had an impeccable grandmother and knew the love of a grandmother, we just pause here to let you remember and feel that love. To those who had a mother that they loved but is no longer with us, and you miss her deeply, we see you and we stand with you, and we bring you back to that tree so that you can not only feel the love of Divine Mother, but of your own mother and her spirit that may not be here on earth, but is here in your heart. And to all of those who mother in a non-traditional way, maybe it wasn't through biological children, but you mothered in another way, or you mother in another way. You take care of other people's children. You take care of others in a way that mothers them. We see you, and we send our support to you too, and our love. And just feeling this moment in your body and in this space. And we just take a moment again to come back to that space of feeling our connection to the earth, our connection to food, which is grown in the beautiful earth, maybe beautiful fruits that come in the spring and the summer, peaches and strawberries and apples that come in the fall, and all of the nourishment, the waters and the rivers, which are the veins of the mother, and the beautiful trees and the oxygen, and all of the amazing ways, the beautiful sunrises and sunsets that we are able to see, the feminine energy of the moon, and the way she's reflected in our own bodies, in our own cycles, in our own seasons. And just feeling this energy of mother. And connecting you all and bringing you all to feel into the beautiful, powerful energy, fertile energy that I felt in Puerto Rico, in the mountains, looking down over. I was in the middle of the island looking down to Ponce and seeing the coastline in the south of Puerto Rico and hearing the birds and seeing the sun and the rain. And there's a saying, I can't think of it right now, but when it's raining and sunny at the same time, there's a saying in Puerto Rico, and it has to do with a bruja, a witch, and it's the witch is doing something. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's very beautiful. But I feel like that concept of the bruja, the witch, is just the magic of the feminine, the magic inside of all of us. And so as we come to the end of this journey, I place you back in the tree with the light of the moon coming down on you, and you can just feel the tree supporting you. And know that you can come back to this feeling of the strong tree that holds you, a place where you can lie down and feel peace and feel held for whatever's happening, whatever's going on in your life today. And to all those who connect to Mother tonight, I send you love and I send you peace and a prayer that you would receive everything that you need in this moment for your desires, your dreams, and the strength that you need to carry those out. Let's bring our hands onto our heart. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Let's take that again. We'll exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Let that go. And then maybe just roll the shoulders, move the body a little, and come back into this space. So I hope that brief meditation maybe brought a bit of healing, a bit of support to someone watching this tonight, you at home. And if you resonate with this meditation, and you are a woman and you're wanting more support, you're wanting to be in more spaces where women can come and have a place to be seen, have a place where our stories can be shared in a safe way. Maybe you are going through a portion of healing in your own life. Maybe you are a mother that it's just a lot to do on your own. Maybe you are experiencing loss or impending loss. And if you want a community of strength, I really encourage you to consider circling with women. There are so many women today who are, really coming into spaces of quiet, of peace, of sacred practices, of ancient practices, where women for centuries used to circle. And there are many, many offerings now out there that you can find. I do offer some. I can share with you that I have a 12-week virtual women's program coming up. It's starting on January 13th, and it will run for 12 weeks. We meet every Monday night, Eastern Standard Time, from 7 to 8:30 at night. And if you want more information on that, you can see my website, which is called bravedancing.com. I also lead an in-person women's circle in my area in Connecticut. My next women's circle, you can hear my neighbor's cats in the back. I'm watching them tonight. But there's a women's circle that will be this Friday, January 10th, and I lead one every month. And I also provide one-on-one work in the form of coaching and private sessions. And I'm also a dance therapist and a somatic embodied practitioner. And I meet with people online, and I meet with people in person too. So if any of those offerings sound supportive to you, I wanted to let you know about them and offer them to you. But there are many, many other practitioners and beautiful women offering many wonderful things. I'm sure in your area, if you just look around, you will find the right community and space if you don't already have that. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was really wonderful to share with you my experience of Puerto Rico and my feeling of the mother. So I wish you a wonderful evening or morning or afternoon whenever you're watching this. Take care.